Hello, everyone. Hello. My sister just went out for a little second, but we want to do a couple of short clips really quickly. And first off, of course, as always, please subscribe if you have not subscribed. If you have not liked or shared anything of that nature, we advise you to go ahead and go ahead and share. This is a free page. We wouldn't post it if we didn't want it to be given out or shared with people, okay? No matter how deep it is. Also, we want to thank our videographer, Crystal Ward. She makes so many sacrifices, and I just want to show appreciation to her, and then also just acknowledge all that she does and all the sacrifices that she makes to make this all possible. And today I wanted to talk about stay encouraged. All right, stay encouraged. It is so easy when everything around you is falling. It is so easy when everything around you seems like it's crumbling to pieces to not be encouraged. All right, so in most cases, when we're at our wits' end, when we're just broken, when we're hurting, we can't see the blessing in things that we're going through, right? So, in a time where me and my husband had first gotten married, I was asking God, I was like, God, please make my husband a jack of all trades. Let him know how to work on cars. I'm tired of going to get oil changes for these cars. I'm tired of just doing all of these things. And God was like, I just kept on praying and kept on fervently seeking out to God. And then eventually God sent my brother James at our church in New Beginning Apostolic to assist him. He started to get up under him and mirror him, and he started to become better and better at working on vehicles. And then God was like, I'm not just going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put him at a dealership for a period of time. He's going to gain the knowledge that he needs, and then he's going to leave, okay? So God had all of these stories and all of these things in plan, in preparation. And as I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, God, I know my prayers is going up, but I really ain't seen you working on my behalf quite yet. And so with that being said, my husband worked there for about 2 years, and then he got fired, okay? And at one point, we wanted to be like, doggone it, I'm sad about it, but for some reason, we had peace over the situation, and God wouldn't allow us to be frustrated about it. But this is during the time that COVID had just broken out. What we knew, but you guys don't, is that my husband owed a great deal on unemployment. And so God is like, so while the unemployment rate is so high and they're giving people so much, let's go ahead and break this job away from him so that he can pay his debt, so that therefore all of that money that he's getting for unemployment will go directly to the debt that he owed. And I will sustain you guys. And so at this point, we're just waiting on the process to happen. You know, we're not complaining. We're grateful to God for all that he's doing. We're still giving. We're still being a blessing as we can be a blessing. And then I began to pray one day, and it was like God had put to my remembrance that he was answering my prayer. And I just began to weep and say, God, you hear me? You hear me in the midst of all that I've been going through, in the midst of all of the things that we've lost along the way. You hear me. And so I want to encourage somebody that right now you may not understand why you lost your job, right? Oh, not only did that unemployment start happening, but all of a sudden my husband was able to do all of the things pertaining to a vehicle as much as that job had allowed him to gain the knowledge from. And so, like I was saying, you may not understand why this is all happening right now. You may not understand why you're fired from that job, but God is like, but I've already gave you the knowledge that you asked me for. But now it's time to elevate, and this job doesn't want to elevate you. They want to keep you in this position for a great deal of time. And I have plans for you to move up. I have plans to elevate you. I have plans to enlarge your territory. And so in order for me to enlarge your territory, you first have to be okay with releasing some things. And it may not be what you want to release, but let me tell you, if you learn to release it with a smile on your face and faith in your heart, trust in your spirit, then I'll reveal to you what I was planning the whole time on your behalf. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for every situation you face. Be grateful for the things that you don't understand, because when it finally does reveal itself, when God does reveal it unto you, you're going to be hurt that you kept on complaining over something that you had no control over in the first place. Has somebody ever gave you something and you're like, oh, I just really wish they would have gave me some gas. They took me all the way from here to here, and then they didn't give me nothing. And all the while, right when they got paid, they gave you a whole $70-80. Now that complaint, makes you feel bad because you should have never complained about it, because not only did they give you gas, but they gave you more than what you needed. Learn to stop complaining and be grateful for what God is doing. Even when you don't understand it, even when you don't see it, even when you don't believe it, learn to be grateful. In Jesus' name, y'all, we thank you guys so much for tuning in. God bless.